Besides every sage, a villain resides. Beneath every mountain, an abyss lies. Where disparities persist, bloodbaths may arise. I cannot escape, and nor can you!
Why is he holding his head? Oh, so just let him finish me off now. Looks like it'll be a tough fight with him throwing those damn wind slices around.
Skinny wretch like you has come far enough!
Am I even supposed to be fighting this thing yet? These things are pretty tough.
How dare you come back? Why do you have to come back?
He dropped the head. Oh, what was that? Dang it, why can't I hit him? That hurt. No!
A skinny wretch like you has come far enough!
Oh, dang it!
Open your eyes and behold!
Mine eyes doth see the dell from the confines of my abode. Greeting, brave one.
I guess I can't buy the mushroom I need. The snakehead mushroom.
May Lord Lao illuminate your path, brave one. From yin and yang, 5 elements emerge. Each nature inherits its unique creation. Each form embodies a universe.
Even with my defense taking up 10, it's probably going to be almost unnoticeable.
How dare you come back? Why do you have to come back?
Still got me with that. Dang it. Dang it.
the dust! Sword!
I'm dead. What?
How disciple has bested the monkey once again. Open your eyes and behold!
Glitching.
A skinny wretch like you has come far enough! How dare you come back? Why do you have to come back? One more taste of my Kamani wind! Let the wind
Alright. Dang it. What? Come on. Freaking pig. Oh crap. I don't think I'm prepared for this guy yet. I think I'm supposed to be here just yet. Maybe I'm wrong and that is what I'm supposed to do. Just leading to the exact same place. Yeah.
Hurled by gales to and fro, changed from our former glow. The signs told me you would come here. Such is destiny. What's done is one step before what's to come. It houses a treasure that none other can see. A scale shed by the old Long King of Jing River upon his beheading. Have you seen it in this ridge? When the Long King defied the court, the Jade Emperor was set to punish his entire house. The 4 sons of the Long King, deities of the 4 waters, fled. Deities, not even they have control over their destinies. Once caught in the threads of karma, all are mere offerings on the platter. 4 longs for the 4 waters under the sky. Their destiny is sealed, as yours and mine. When the Long King defied the court, the 4 sons, deities, once caught in the threads of karma, all are 4 longs for...
I'm gonna have to overcome this rat. I don't know how, but...
A skinny wretch like you has come far enough!
Dang it. Ah. Can I get back there to him? Oh, I interrupted my path.
They will never forgive. So be it. The wind shall roar. The sun shall win.
Okay, oh. I've used up all my medicine.
How dare you come back? Why do you have to come back?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That stupid freaking kid.
Your foul disciple has bested the monkey once again. Open your eyes and behold! skinny wretch like you has come far enough!
What? What? This one will work best for him. get back over to the basement. Closer.
Why do you have to come back?
Dang. You gotta be kidding me with that stupid move. Ah. Oh crap.
skinny wretch like you has come far enough!
Y'all wanna be kidding me with that stupid freaking kick? Oh my gosh. Oh my god! One freaking move, it's all he uses. Freaking wins. No. No. Finally.
You disciple, you're a fool. You stole the land spell and snatched the great sage's relic. You even took your master's heed. Just for a short reign over this barren valley.
Amitabha. I am Bodhisattva Lingji of New Mount Sumeru, the warden of this rat. After the great sage's passing, his sixth senses were scattered across the mortal realm. This thieving rat chanced upon one of them, yet hindered by his meager might, he could not absorb its power. Thus he schemed with wicked intent. A victim of his deceit, I had my head taken by him. The sense requires such a grand container to release its power. I should bear the blame for his reign of havoc upon this ridge again. Through your valor and sagacity, order has been restored. You are the sole worthy one to keep it. Please, keep it secure in my stead.
Lucky dog. Oh wow, that's messed up.
Men, beasts, Buddhas, Yaoguais. Each of them bears a distinct root from birth, superior and inferior. None should disturb what's decided. Am I right, Sun Wukong?
With the wind and sand you've endured here, did you reach the forgotten kingdom at the end of the land? Did you find the clash of stones and the fall of Tiger's acolyte? If you shut your ears and heed only your inner murmur, I fear the more you yearn for flawless endings, the further you'll stray from the path. Rats and cats, neither grasped their destiny, and yet neither admitted it. Listen closely, young one. Their complaints ride upon the wind.
That's a creepy little guy. Supporter monk. In the past, the craftsmen building the Grand Hall in the New West frequently encountered strange occurrences, leading many to quit. Curious, one craftsman sought out the abbot, reputed to be a high monk, for answers. The abbot, without hesitation, led him to the great pagoda, where he revealed the Lantern Warden. The craftsmen were terrified, having heard tales of Yaoguais in their youth, but never having seen one. At that moment, a wondrous sound echoed through the great pagoda, and the lantern warden emitted a blinding light, causing the craftsmen to lose their sight. They cried out in despair. The abbot smiled and said, "To see the truth, one must be willing to sacrifice even sight. You might as well stay here in this temple and practice the path to ultimate bliss with me. Perhaps you will have the chance to transcend and reach the Buddha's realm." Realizing they were now blind and unable to find work, the craftsmen decided to abandon the secular life and join the temple. They asked the abbot how they should practice, and he replied, "Whatever you are skilled at, practice that." The craftsmen, known for their great strength, decided to pursue enlightenment through martial arts. Despite their blindness, they trained under the temple's overseeing monks. They tied large stones to iron chains and attached them to their wrists, lifting them daily. This also conveniently prepared the stones needed for the temple's construction. The abbot was pleased and appointed them as supporter monks, saving a considerable amount in labor costs. In the Highland Bounds, a famed wine estate thrived, renowned for its medicinal brews. These beverages, with their enchanting aroma and exquisite flavor, were beloved by the people, and its business flourished. The master of the estate had 2 sons, coming of age, noble in their aspirations, yet prideful in their hearts. They cared not for the art of brewing. They spent their time seeking the company of heroes, heedless of their father's admonishments. It was at this time that a bereaved family in the village uncovered a disturbing incident, the desecration of their loved one's grave. The villagers gathered there, only to discover the shattered coffin lid and clusters of fungi where the corpse should have lain. Such sporadic incidents have occurred before, yet remain unresolved, prompting the brothers to uncover the truth. Day after day they scoured the mountains, until one fateful night, as the 2 stealthily returned home in the darkest hour, they caught a glimpse of a figure disappearing into their brewery cellar. They pursued the presumed thief, only to discover a monstrous creature capped with a blood-red Lingzi mushroom. Without hesitation, the brothers lunged forward, slaying the creature on the spot. The sounds startled the master, who arrived only to find the Lingzi creature lying dead. Filled with a mix of anger and frustration, he revealed that the creature was in fact the brewer of the finest beverage of the estate. His sons, who had been intent on showcasing their conquest, were filled with shame and regret and dared not utter another word. Their business dwindled in the years that followed, a once grand manor in disarray. Unable to endure the situation any longer, the brothers resolved to leave home in search of a new wife. Prior to their departure, the aged master hosted a grand feast, bidding farewell to them alongside relatives and friends. Curiously, after their departure, the business suddenly flourished once more. Only the master knew the reason behind it. Every midnight, 2 monstrous beings, bearing an uncanny resemblance to his sons, with Lingzi mushroom caps atop their heads, would toil to craft the finest brews for the brewery. Savat Sargent. Once there was a rich landlord who had built many houses. Among them there was a court where none lived. It had a clear pond, an old elm, and a swing. The village children longed to play there. The landlord, however, ordered his servants to guard the court and allow no one near. As days passed, the children grew bolder. They began throwing pebbles to draw the guards away, hoping to sneak in. The day soon came when one of the servants was struck in the eye by a pebble they threw. Enraged, the landlord decided to dismiss the guardians of the court and simply lock the gate, posting a notice that read, "Beware, the civic guy within. Enter at your own risk." The young ones dismissed the warnings as nothing but an empty threat. They scaled the walls, gathered the elm seeds, played on the swing, and caught fish in the clear waters of the pond. Their laughter echoed through the court. All of a sudden, tiles from the roof came hurtling down, landing near the children. Startled, they cried out loud and drew their parents to the court. The adults arrived, shouting for the owner of the place and demanding recompense for the peril that had befallen their children. After much shouting, a sharp voice rang out from the rear roof. "Begone, mortals, lest you seek your doom." At those words, two blades whirled out from nowhere, spinning in a deadly dance, and left wounds upon many. In terror, the crowd turned and fled. Weasel Captain. Ever since the strange wind stirred again at Yellow Wind Ridge, life had grown harsh for the lesser wise. Tiger Vanguard and the King of Flowing Sands fought for dominance, troubling the Weaselkin caught between the two powers. One day the Weasel Captain sat by the sandfield, brooding over years of humiliation. Thoughts of death took hold in him, and he found a withered tree. He hung his belt, stepped on a pile of stones, and slipped his head through the noose. Regret came as he kicked away the stones. In agony and dizziness he struggled, but freedom eluded him. Just then someone held his feet, and a gleaming sickle sliced through the air, cutting the noose. The Weasel Captain collapsed, gasping for air, and saw a gaunt crone with a medicine basket. "If you loathe to die, live well," she said, and left, unbothered by his nature. Transforming to a weasel, the Weasel Captain followed her home, a dwelling with crumbling walls and an empty barn. She lived alone after the death of her husband and son, foraging for herbs to trade in order to survive. The captain, moved by their shared misfortunes, decided to stay and help. Disguised as an old man fleeing famine, he claimed to be alone and found shelter with the crone. Day by day, he hunted in the Yellow Wind Ridge. By night, he enlisted stone sprites to mend the house. Together, they thrived, much to the villagers' envy. One day, two villagers trailed the captain, curious about his hunting prowess. Little did they know, as they watched him, that he would suddenly transform back into his original form, a clothed weasel guy, with a gleaming curved blade at his waist. Feeling threatened by a non-human, the villagers spread their tale, and a Taoist was summoned to slay the Weasel Captain. Not long after the Weasel guy was killed, the crone passed away. The villagers, deeming the house cursed, divided the hides and herbs before setting the place ablaze. That's kind of sad. After the harvest, the rent man arrived in the village. The villagers cleaned a long-abandoned manor for his stay and treated him to a sumptuous feast. Full from food and drink, the village chief spoke directly. "The rent is a heavy burden on us. Is there any possibility to reduce it?" The rent collector replied, "The rent has been determined by your lord. I'm but a paid man tasked with taking what is due. I have no power to change it." The talk turned into an unending argument. As dusk approached, the villagers hastily left. An old widower lingered, offered a suggestion to the rentman. "Our village offers little amusement, but on that hill there's a pavilion fine for moon-gazing. Should you grow weary, 'tis a place to ease your mind." With these words he too departed. That night the rentman, lantern in hand, pondered his ledgers and the days of disputes ahead. Seeking solace, he walked toward the pavilion. But as he stepped into the courtyard, a figure descended with wings of flesh, claws for hands, and a maw of pointed teeth. Terrified, he fled, only to be ambushed by a similar creature lurking in the trees. The bat-flies squabbled over him for the first bite, chittering and chattering. Seeing them locked in a stalemate, the rent man drew a blade from his belt and beheaded one. The other sprang, fangs bared towards him, but he dodged it with a struggled roll. That night the rent man and the bat dog fought. Fangs and blade clashed until dawn. Come morning, the villagers come to the manor to prepare the rent man his morning meal, only to find him sitting by the door, a blade at his side, pinning two headless bat corpses to the earth. In the days that followed, they paid their full rent and hosted another rich feast, sending the rent man back to the town with due respect. Spearbound. The priests of Windrest were proud warriors. Their shields were emblazoned with a tiger, and they danced with crescent-shaped spears, commanding a presence that frightened off flies. During funerals, they would lead the procession, striking their shields and proclaiming themselves as leading generals. The priests held a high status in Windrest. Even the minor guas in the mountain would frequently offer them rare delicacies, hoping to ensure their peace and to avoid being banished. One day, a settler noticed an increase in the mountain's gua population and sought the advice of the sorcerers. Dismissive, the priest responded, "The guas and us, we inhabit the same mountains. An encounter would be inevitable, since they present us with tributes. We might as well spare them." A few years later, strange wind began to sweep across the valley, stirring up chaos. The guas ran wild, causing trouble frequently. Dressed in their warrior attire, the priests raised their shields and ventured out of the settlement to confront the unruly guas. However, the guas didn't fear them. The priests' spears and shield, which were once their pride, could only repel a few minor ones before they were surrounded. The leader, a red-robed rat, sneered, "We had peace only because of the Buddha Vista meditating up in these mountains. You mortals surely didn't think you could actually defeat us, did you?" Seeing the priests unable to repel the guas and instead provoking their anger, the settlers locked the gate of Windiest, demanding that the guas be expelled before they could return. The priests met their end on the mountains, remaining in their battle stances, serving as ominous omens to those who passed by. Since the Yellow Wind King had sequestered himself within the valley, his hoarded treasures were left to the care of his trusted minions. One day, when a purple gold incensery vanished from the half-emptied storeroom, the rumor of theft, once a mere murmur, built into a raucous clamor, until the rat guy who guarded the storeroom was finally accused of pilfering from his own charge. The tale reached the ears of the rat imperial guards. Clad in crimson, they were the secret imperial enforcers. They went to interrogate the rat guard, hoping for a share of the spoils, but the humiliated guard was found lifeless, his neck wedged in a noose, dangling in his cell. With his death, the gossip mongers painted the imperial guards as vilifiers of the innocent, coercing false confessions. With no means to defend themselves, the imperial guards launched a thorough inquiry. Desperate to clear their names, fortune struck when they unearthed the incensery within the nest of the rat guard's apprentice. The crowd's scorn shifted, branding the young apprentice a betrayer and avarice soul. Yet, in the face of the imperial guard's iron grip, the apprentice unfurled a new thread of the story. The incensery had been pilfered by the civet sergeant as a tribute to the Tiger Vanguard. It was the apprentice who, learning of his master's unjust fate, dared to retrieve it in secret. Verified by the imperial guards, the tale swayed public sentiment once more, from jeers to praise. But whispers are like a fickle breeze. Soon it was murmured that the thieving chief acted not out of greed, but out of a son's duty to rescue his mother from the bowels of the Tiger Temple. The crowd murmured anew, their judgment as shifting as the sands. Alas, what is a grain of truth in a desert of tales? Actions taken in the cloak of shadows are often proclaimed in light as something else entirely. Perhaps it is the angle from which we plead our cause that crafts a different truth. And when a truth finds the light, it is often because some prefer an audience blind to the rest of the story. I am back. In the past, there was a butcher named Wang in Chongguang village. Orphaned at a young age, his mother couldn't support him, so she sent him to apprentice with a butcher at the foot of the mountains, where he honed his skills. One day, a wealthy family in town was celebrating a birthday and invited Wang to slaughter pigs and sheep. Pleased with his work, the host rewarded him with a leg of pork. Wang decided to bring the pork leg back to his mother and set off for the village that night. Halfway there, he saw a man by the roadside holding a hunting spear and wearing an old cloth shirt. The man called out, "Brother, I'm a hunter from the village, trapping rabbits down this slope. I'm afraid of ghosts at night. May I walk with you?" Wang nodded in agreement, and they continued on their way. After a while, the hunter started a conversation. "Brother, have you heard? There have been reports of Yaoguais on this mountain path recently." Wang laughed. "What's there to fear about Yaoguais? I have a butcher's knife at my waist and a pork leg on my shoulder. If I encounter a Yaoguai, I'll swing the pork leg at it and chop it with my knife." The hunter forced a smile. After walking a bit further, the hunter said, "Brother, you must be very skilled if you're not afraid of Yaoguais." Wang laughed again. "I've been slaughtering animals since I was a child. One strike can hit the vital spot, and one chop can break bones and tendons." The hunter, annoyed, said, "How can you compare Yaoguais to animals?" Wang replied seriously, "There are no Yaoguais in this world. Those who uphold justice are heroes. Those who bully the innocent are simply foul beasts." The hunter, unsure how to respond, walked on in silence. As the village came into view, the hunter hesitated and said, "Since you're not afraid, why not turn around and look at me?" Wang had already suspected the hunter was a Yaoguai. He swung the pork leg, knocking the hunter to the ground, and raised his knife to strike. The Yaoguai, losing its composure, quickly spread its wings and flew into the air, spitting, "Today I met a tough one. Bad luck, bad luck." With that, it fled immediately. They say the soft persimmons are easier to squeeze, hence it's better to be strong. Stand firm, and even Yaoguais will fear you a bit. Don't really know what the point of those golds are. I've not yet found a use for them. I need to find some more snakehead plant mushrooms. find iron sand, huh? Wonder how do I get that? Fix my spells back too. They're disappearing. frozen corpse. The temple rules state. New monks entering the temple may receive a new Kasaya. One day, Master Non-Void joyfully welcomed a new disciple and personally led him to the storeroom to fetch a Kasaya. The young disciple found that the Kasaya was made of a single layer of cloth, hardly adequate for the snowy mountains. He asked, "Master, this same Kasaya seems suitable for summer. Could I exchange it for a woolen one?" Non-Void shook his own Kasaya and said, "The one I wear is the same as the one in your hands, only more ornate. With the Buddha's wisdom in your heart, you shall fear the cold no more." The young disciple, still doubtful, asked, "Master, I saw many seniors frozen to death by the roadside." Non-Void kindly replied, "Their understanding was shallow and mine's unsteady. Yet you are different. I can see that you have the potential to comprehend the Buddha's wisdom." The young disciple, feeling proud, happily followed his master back with the Kasaya. Not long after, another frozen corpse appeared outside the temple gate. As Non-Void led his new disciple past it, the young disciple asked, "Master, did these seniors all freeze to death?" Non-Void continued walking slowly and said, "Fear not, my disciple. They lacked piety and wisdom, but you are different." Yeah, he's just trying to trick you so you'll die too. Man, this thing hit hard. Even though I've been working on my defense still. Dang it. Way to redo this. I kinda wish I would have picked the perfect dog. Dang it. Need is some more sand for the iron leaf or whatever. Oh, I didn't want to see if this guy had a spirit.
Dares to breach our flag!
Faith and devotion, quite the notion. Yet how many can claim a mind so pure, still, and sure? Look at you. Through the heavy snow you roam. Desiring that thing, no doubt. I read your fortune before you came. Care to hear? Act not and be still. Thy gifts art thy ill. If you seek your own end, I shall not stop you. I, the Keeper of the New West, welcome the Destined One. Now fly! See that temple on the lake? Therein lies the thing you seek. The lord of this land is away. Seize it now and leave.
Buddha! Let me get!
I know Frozen wants it hard. What the heck's the point in that? Get up there. There's a fast way back to the shrine. I'm waiting on a shield photo. Now I think I can make my weapon now. definitely tell my attack went up about 100 points.
Delightful. It still recalls your scent. When that monkey was alive, he was all about weeping and begging for help. Now, even in death, he led all you younglings right to me. This sack of mine can barely fit you all. Kang Jinglong, now that you are ready, go and weigh up this one for your master. See if this monkey merits a place amongst my disciples!
Killed me with one hit. I think this guy's gonna be easy to deal with.
You have chosen your way. This time, there will be no easy way out.
Kang Jinlun, one of the 28 constellations, was the second constellation of the Azor Loon of the East. With a sharp horn on her forehead, she once drilled through the gold symbols to rescue the great sage. Since then, the constellation officers have upheld the principle of staying sharp, leading many immortals to believe that some strange influence had invaded their consciousness. One day, during the roll call in the Dome of Stars, the Dawn Star was missing. Despite thorough inquiries, no one knew his whereabouts. Coincidentally, Yellowbrow returned to the New West to host a grand ceremony, inviting various Yaoguais, gods, immortals, and Buddhas to attend. Hearing the news, Kang Jinlun sought permission from the Celestial Court and attended the ceremony, intending to secretly investigate the Dawn Star's disappearance. However, like the Dawn Star, Kang Jinlun also vanished without a trace. The Constellation officers speculated and compared notes, realizing that both the Dawnstar and King Jinlung had once done the Great Sage big favors. They suspected a connection with the Great Sage, reflecting on their past interactions with the Great Sage. They grew fearful. Koi Mew Wolf scoffed, "Though that monkey ruined my plans, I still respect him. But you all, who always boasted about your friendship with that monkey, why are you silent now?"
I know the whiff of monkey stench. Stay where you are, newcomer. Wanderers in this place meet their demise. Be warned. One does not simply leave the cage that Yellowbrow toiled to build. And for those who tried, some went mad, and the rest dead. Welcome to the Buddha's realm. Here is where one's mind ebbs away with the tides of chance. That includes yours too. Why bother fighting it? Just abandon your senses and wait for your end. Like me. Go back now. Don't close your ears to my words. Can't be advised. You are just like him. Here is where one's mind
bathroom. I'll be back.